If you guys are still playing FC24 and you want some cheap coins, make sure you check out MMOEXP.com. Their link is down in the description. They're very cheap, they're very reliable, and if you do use my code Rema, it will give you a lovely 5% discount off your order. So what's up guys, it's Ash here and welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video guys, we have my updated 4-3-3 fifth variation tactics and instructions to help you out in FC24. Just before we get into the video guys, would appreciate it if you could drop it a thumbs up, as it does really help me out. Also sub to the channel if you are new so you never miss out on any videos, and also don't forget to turn on those notifications. And yeah, with all that aside guys, let's get right into the video. Alright then guys, so starting off with the tactics, defensive style, we have it on balance. Does give us the best control over our defense. When you want to press you can, when you want to drop off, be more passive, you can also do that. Moving on to the defensive width, we have this on 35. This is to give us a nice narrow and compact defense to block out all those attacks through the middle, but we still have decent coverage of the wider areas in case an opponent goes down the wing. Moving on to the depth, I use 65 as I like to manually defend, and it gives me a higher defensive line. I just don't have that automatic AI press. If you want the auto AI press that a lot of people do, you can use 71 depth or 100 depth, and that will be fine for you. Moving on to the build-up play guys, I have this on balanced as it does give me the most fluid build-up in my opinion. When used balanced, you can pick and choose between using each style whenever you want, so like slow build-up or fast build-up, and it just seems to be a lot more controlled with the AI in my opinion. So balance is the way to go there. Moving on to the chance creation guys, we have this on direct passing as it's very important in my opinion. When used direct passing guys, it's pretty much the only way to consistently score in this game. What happens is it's like a very push forward track back kind of movement where your attackers make runs, defenders follow the attackers making the run, and then the attacker tracks back once the defender has overcommitted. So direct passing is definitely the way to go. For the attacking width guys, I have this on 57. I like this, no real reason why I have this number, I just tried it and I liked it. All you really need to know is the lower the width, the more narrow your attack, and the higher the width, the wider your attack. So pick what you want based on that knowledge. For the players in the box, we have this on 7 to get quite a few players into that penalty area, but we don't overcommit to the point where we're going to get counter-attacked if we lose out on possession, so this works nicely. For the corners and the free kicks, I have these on 2, but you can do what you want with them as well. If you have a specific routine that requires a set-in, then that is fine. Moving on to the player instructions guys, on the striker, we have them on stay central and getting behind, centre forward I should say. Keeps them in the middle area on stay central. You don't really need them in that wider area. You have wingers, so you want them to be in the middle, so stay central allows that. We also have getting behind to force runs out of them. If they're on mixed attack, they can be very static and not really offer you too much, so I prefer get in behind. For the wingers guys, we have them on come back on defense, cut inside, getting behind and getting to the box across. Come back on defense makes the formation a bit more defensively sound. These players come back next to those two centre mids to, you know, make it almost like a midfield 5 in a way. It just makes you a lot more compact, and it makes it much more difficult for your opponent to attack. Cut inside's a movement I like. It means they start their runs out wide and then transition into the more narrow areas. This isn't something you have to use, but I personally like to use it. Getting behind's important as it forces runs again. You don't really want them to be static. You want them to be making those darting runs, and this allows for that. And we also have them on get into the box across, so they don't hesitate in getting into the penalty area when we have a chance. So that is the same for both of the wingers. Now for the right centre mid, I use more of like a box-to-box style player. So on this player, we leave them on the default settings, cover centre, and then we just put get into the box cross as well. You don't have to have this if you don't want. You can have balanced crossing runs, that is fine. But since they're the more box-to-box style player, you want them to basically do a bit of everything. But yeah, just adapt it however you like. For this CDM guys, it's obviously the more defensive-minded player, somebody that's just going to stay back. So on this player, we have them on stay back, cut passing lane, so they always look to intercept the passes, and then cover centre again to primarily cover that middle area. For the left centre mid guys, I use them more of like an attacker, but you don't have to do this if you don't want to. You know, I just pop them on get forward, get into the box cross and cover centre. Just gives me extra options in attack, and I really like having Bon Mati go forward, so that's what I've been using. For the fullbacks, on my more attacking one, the right back, I have them on balanced overlap. This is to give us extra width and stretch out the opponent's defence. I really love having a fullback go forward, so I do highly recommend this on either your left back or your right back, depending on who's the most attacking. And yeah, for the other fullback, the more defensive one, I have them on stay back and overlap, so we always have at least 3 defenders back at a time, but when we send them on that run forward, they'll make that overlapping run to give us that extra width. For the 2 centre-backs, we leave them alone, and the keeper, we also leave them alone. But yeah, guys, they are my tactics and instructions for the 4-3-3 fifth variation. If you guys have enjoyed it, found it useful, please be sure to drop it a like, sub to the channel if you are new, so you never miss out on any videos, and don't forget to turn on those notifications. And yeah, with all that aside, guys, hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace out, guys. Take care.